There's a reason you clicked on this video. Somewhere inside, you already know that your life feels cluttered, noisy, constantly rushing. You are pulled in every direction: work, relationships, responsibilities, social media, and at the end of the day, you might ask yourself, is this really living or am I just surviving? This is where Zen comes in. Now, I want to make this clear. Zen is not about becoming a monk, shaving your head, or escaping the world. It's not about rejecting who you are. Zen is the art of self-awareness, the art of being fully conscious of your experience here, now, in this exact moment. And the beauty of Zen is that you don't have to believe in it. You don't have to adopt a new religion. These principles are universal. They apply whether you are spiritual, religious, spectacle, or none of the above. So today I want to share with you 7 Zen principles that can transform the way you see life and, more importantly, how you live it. I'll explain each principle and then show you exactly how you can apply it in your modern everyday life. Take a breath, slow down, and let's begin. Principle 1. Your experience is constructed by your mind. Everything you experience, like joy, pain, fear, excitement, is filtered through your mind. 2 people can live the exact same event, and one will find it unbearable while the other sees it as an opportunity. You have been raised to believe that you can't control your thoughts. But the truth is, you can choose what to focus on. You can choose what you feed your mind. Think about it. How many times have you replayed the same negative thought over and over until it consumed your entire mood? That's not reality hurting you. That's your mind constructing a prison. Application for modern life. When you catch yourself spiraling into negativity, pause, ask, is this thought helping me or hurting me? Train your focus, Gratitude, journaling, meditation, even simply redirecting your attention to what's working in your life. These practices literally rewire your brain. And remember, your mind is powerful. It can be your worst enemy or your greatest ally. Principle 2. Your concept of self is an illusion. Who are you really? You might say, oh, I'm a student, or I'm a parent, I'm a business owner, I'm a good person. But those are just roles, labels, temporary masks. The truth is, you are more than what you do, more than what others think of you, more than the titles you give yourself. You are energy, awareness, a constantly evolving being. The problem is most of us live trapped inside the ego. We obsess over how others see us. We try to manipulate our image, inflate it, protect it, and in the process, we lose touch with our essence. Application for modern life. Stop basing your worth on external validation, Likes, promotions, compliments, they are not who you are. Allow yourself to change. You don't have to fit into a single definition of self. You are allowed to evolve. Next time you feel attacked, criticized, or misunderstood, remind yourself they are judging the mask, not the essence of who I am. Principle 3. You need not believe in anything, only follow what feels true. One of the most dangerous things you can do is follow a belief system blindly. Whether it comes from religion, culture, or even society's expectations. Zen teaches, you don't need to cling to fixed beliefs. Instead, follow what feels true in the moment. That doesn't mean being reckless or impulsive. It means trusting yourself more than voices that were implanted in you. Application for modern life. If you feel torn between what you should do and what feels authentic, pause, ask yourself, what feels true to me right now? Don't be afraid to outgrow old beliefs. Just because you were taught something doesn't mean it's your truth, Build trust with yourself. The more you listen inward, the less confused you become. Principle 4, the path to happiness is non-attachment. Non-attachment does not mean not caring. It means understanding that everything, the good and the bad, serves you. When you cling too tightly to outcomes, you suffer. You are terrified of losing what you have or devastated when things don't go as planned. But when you practice non-attachment, you accept life's flow. You realize even the bad moments are teachers. Application for modern life. Practice letting go of control, okay? Do your best, then release the outcome. When something bad happens, ask, what is this teaching me? How is this guiding me? Detach from material possessions and external validation, okay? They can bring comfort, but not lasting happiness. Principle 5, doing is not as important as simply being. Modern society worships productivity. We glorify hustle culture, like we measure our worth by how much we achieve. But Zen teaches you are not what you do, you are, and that is enough. Sometimes the most profound practice is simply to sit, to breathe, to exist without needing to produce or prove. Application for modern life. Schedule moments of stillness, okay? Even 10 minutes of silence can reset your mind. Remember, resting is not laziness, okay? Rest is renewal. Next time you feel guilty for not doing enough, remind yourself, I am worthy simply because I exist. Principle 6, you can be an objective observer of your mind. Your thoughts are not you, okay? Your feelings are not you. They are experiences passing through you. You can choose which thoughts to value. You can decide which feelings to act on. And this is freedom, like the ability to step back and say, I am not my mind, I'm the one absorbing my mind. Application for modern life. Practice mindfulness meditation, okay? Observe thoughts without judgment. Let them come and go. When you feel overwhelmed by emotion, say to yourself, this is not me, this is something I am experiencing. Create distance, and by observing your mind, you gain power over it. Principle 7, your natural state is oneness. At the deepest level, separation is an illusion. Everything is connected, every person, every tree, every breath. When you live believing you are separate from others, from nature, from life, you suffer, okay? You feel lonely, disconnected, small. But when you return to the truth of oneness, you realize you are part of the whole. You are never alone. Application for modern life. Spend time in nature, okay? Feel the connection to the earth, the air, the sky. Practice compassion. When you hurt others, you hurt yourself. When you love others, you love yourself. Remember, your true self is not separate. Your true self is infinite. Zen is not about escaping life. It's about entering it fully. It's about shifting your perspective, absorbing your mind, letting go of attachments, and remembering who you truly are. The world will keep trying to pull you into noise, distraction, and ego, but you have a choice. You can slow down, you can breathe, you can live with awareness. So today, I invite you, take these 7 principles and choose one to practice, okay? Just one. Apply it to your daily life and watch what changes. Because when you live with awareness, when you live with presence, when you stop merely surviving, you start living. And this was the message of today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And that's it. I see you in the next video. Bye.